Once you hit rank 40, you'll unlock the Zero System, which is the endgame roguelite content. If you thought your Chaos Manifestation runs weren't hard enough, then the Zero System's got you covered. So let's go over everything there is to know about the Zero System, starting off with the rewards. There's two sections for this. The first one is the Chaos Matrix. As you play, you'll unlock these Chaos Orbs. I'll talk about how to get these in a little bit, but there's just a bunch of rewards in this track here. There's units, our crystals, the prism lenses, character EXP, partner EXP. At level 30, there's also this unidentified ego crystal for combatant potential. And at level 40, there is this thing here, the multidimensional alignment material. It's for crafting memory fragments. And then once you obtain 1,650, you'll have cleared the entire track. Now this is timed, but we have a very long time to do it. This is like almost 3 months, so no rush. You can take your time, get stronger, and then come back if you want. Next up is the achievements. And there's just a bunch of stars in here. It's just a ton of stars. It's clear every single world. Difficulty is level 5 to 10. There's one thing that is kind of weird here. So the Blue Pot Conqueror 1 says clear random codex difficulty level 5. I'm assuming this is just a typo. This probably should say the Blue Pot and not random codex. Random codex I haven't seen yet, despite crafting quite a few different worlds. I'd assume this unlocks at level 6, given there's no achievement for it. And it's also kind of noticeable just because the achievement names are different. But we'll figure out what's going on there later. Once you get all the achievements, there's a codex achievement, which you can claim after getting everything. So now let's talk about the upgrade system. In the upgrade system, so these Chaos Orbs you'll get as you play, killing the boss in the exterior, the boss in the interior, or by killing any sort of rare mobs, which have a little icon next to them when you go into the game mode, will get you Chaos Orbs. These Chaos Orbs, besides being used for the track, you can spend them here, which gives you stats or other modifiers. So we have attack, defense, and HP, just basic stat increases. And then final one for level 1 gives a chance of the rare species appearing on the elite battles. So they tell you here, rare species are more powerful monsters. They're honestly very hard to kill. Like, a rare basic mob felt as hard, if not harder, than an elite fight. And then, but you can get Chaos Orbs as a trade-off. So if you're strong enough to fight them, you should definitely go and hit them. And if not, then stay away. Once you clear all level 1, you'll be able to unlock level 2. More attack, defense, and HP. And then there's discounts for the long shop. There's also additional credits from clearing battle spots. And this thing is fun. It increases your chance of encountering God's Emissary when entering Chaos by 100%. So what this does is basically when you enter, you'll meet God and they'll give you some sort of bonus for you to pick. So this is pretty much just an extra bonus for your run. And then down here, there's additional ones. So you have to activate all previous skill nodes, level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And if you want to reset it, maybe just for even more challenging runs, you can do so for 10 Chaos Orbs. There's also the archives, which we don't know anything about yet. It says to be updated soon, so we'll see what this is later. And if you want to see what you need to get the next difficulty level, it tells you here you have to clear a codex at a specific level or higher. Now for the codex, this is where your worlds basically are stored. Your worlds are pretty much just Chaos Manifestation runs, but with various things on top. Like here you can see this is the world, this is Swamp of Judgment, this is Twin Star Shadow, the difficulty level, the level of the mobs in there. Also, depending on your modifiers, you can get additional Chaos Orbs. It tells you the amount here as it slowly scrolls over to it, 60% for this one, and then this one is 40%. It tells you your save data value. The chance of rare fate occurrence is 5% across all the ones at difficulty 5, it looks like. Maybe higher difficulties give you higher ones, or it just stays 5, we'll find out later. And here are some of the modifiers, like Plague decreases your max HP. I've seen this go as high as 70%, which was absolutely ridiculous. Neglect makes you discard a card randomly at the start of your turn. There's Tyrant, which increases the difficulty of elite and boss areas. There's also Elite, which adds mob spots. And then we can go here to the merge. So when you need more codexes, you have a chance of running out, because if you go in and you fail to clear a stage, it'll tell you you lost the coordinates and they won't be available anymore. But if you do fully clear it, then you'll get another one for free. So as long as you don't fail all of your runs, you'll be able to keep on doing the runs. So here we can go to merge, and this is what you do when you have no more codexes. You hit merge, and then 75 chaos orbs. I assume this is after you've cleared out all of the upgrades, and you want to save resources, or you can use credits for it. It does kind of cost a lot, 45,000, but it's the option if you have nothing left. You can choose the difficulty as well here. So we can click on merge. And here you can see a bunch of different stuff. So here, to be anything extra, anxiety, can't rest in safe zones. There's also harden, which makes the mobs gain fortitude. There's another one that's like a counterpart to harden. I forgot the exact name, but it makes the mobs get fury every 3 turns, which is kind of insane. I'm avoiding that one very much. So this one, I'll try out this one. You can see the level of the chaos orbs that you get changes based on how hard the modifiers are. Like, this is very basic. This is pretty much nothing, because you could literally just ignore the elite spots and you would be fine. Whereas this one, because of neglect, and probably there might be some spots where you can't ignore the elites, this one has much higher chaos orb acquisition, so we're going to go for this one. We're going to select it. And then let's go in and take a quick look. But first up, you can see some of the rewards here. You do get, like, gear for doing this. You can turn on Deep Trauma if you think you're ready for it. Obviously, since you lose your coordinates, if you fail your run, don't turn this on unless you know you can do it. And just choose your team as normal. It's pretty much a standard Chaos Manifestation run, but with the modifiers on top. So here is God's Emissary. And then... okay, so this is... monsters have 1% HP for the next 2 normal battles. I had one that gave credits. I've seen one that gives you a card to pick from. A random epiphany one time is what I'm going to go for. Free epiphany is always appreciated. And then you'll start off your run as normal. So we can continue. And now we get to pick our starting card as usual. I have laziness for now. And then on the map, if we have any sort of luck. Yep, you can see here, these elites, this little icon here is the rare creatures. We're gonna dodge those, so we'll, if I was gonna pick the route here, I would probably do something like middle and then down, and then we can just hit a bunch of elite spots here, but ignoring the rare ones, because the rare ones are probably gonna kill us. It would not be very cool. So yeah, you'll see the rare spots on the red tiles sometimes, but we didn't get any here. It's pretty much RNG whether or not they spawn, and if you're able to handle them, then make sure you go through them for the kills and the extra orbs. So that's it for the basic guide for Zero System. I did do a clear already, which I'll probably upload later. That's it for this guide, and I'll see you guys next time.